Hey Virgo, how are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. Happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. You're in your solar return and a lot of energy going on in the sky. Check the astrology, please. Make sure you know what's going on in your element, my guides are saying. So if you're new, welcome. I am here to Okay, my guides keep saying this lately. I'm here to serve the light community, all those folks who are consider themselves light workers in whatever way you do. So I am going to pick some cards, oracle cards, for you and your intended, your love interest, your partner, or who might be coming toward you. And we're going to look into your own destiny today, Virgo, about love. And then we're going to look into your partner. I'm going to pull a rune at the end, so stick around for that. So I start with the animal medicine deck, and Virgo, for you, the lodge builder, Beaver, the sacred lodge builder. You are attempting, your energy in this week is attempting to work on the sacred lodge in whatever way that has meaning for you. And Virgo, we are the great builders. We are in some ways just extremely dedicated to our goals, and we'll work really hard. And even if you have to chew down a tree with your teeth, guides are saying. So there's something that you're building, and you're building it in your okay. My guide said the spectrum of love in your life. You're building something new, Virgo, a new home, perhaps inside yourself, so that you're able to reveal the love that is within you, the love that people may not be able to see, because you are in control of yourself, aren't you, Virgo? I love this. That is the beautiful goddess of sovereignty. And we have your Virgo new moon coming. I think today's the 28th. So the new moon is coming in Virgo, celebrating your solar return. It's a super moon. It's very powerful. The energy is very powerful. So inside yourself, this is what my guides want to speak about. That which you are meant to reveal. That which others would like to ask you for, your love energy, and what the requirements are for them if you're going to share yourself. And let the illusions about you, my guys are talking about the way, okay, here it comes, you ready? The way a Virgo fronts, that's what they're saying, right? So, Virgo, you're very mystical. You're very talented. Many of you have an intense amount of intuition. And because you are so analytical and so brilliant, you know things. You just know. You may not even know how you know, but we're talking about the goddess of sovereignty, the place in which you reign in your life when it comes to sharing your love energy with other people. So you're starting on a whole new process, of course, for all the reasons I just spoke about. So let's take a look. While you're building your own lodge, the place where you want to be, the place that's right for you, spinning it with magic, taking sovereignty over your reign. So this is a story about a king who had, I think, 3 or 4 sons. He was trying to choose who was going to be the next leader. So he sent them out on a quest to fend for themselves, and they ran out of water. So each one went out in a different direction to find the water. They all, of course, came across this beautiful woman. The combat of skill, 5 of wands, doing battle with love energy, conflict coming forward, and the way to resolve it, of course, is with love and passion. So these young men came across this woman, the sacred hag, the goddess of sovereignty, who was showing something to them. There was an illusion, and it was their wisdom that would help them solve the riddle, my guides are saying. So they had to work with the illusion that was being presented to them, and they had to basically honor it. So each one asked for the water. She said, of course, you can have some water. There's a cost. You have to kiss me. You have to give me your love, or you don't get the bounty of the water element that exists within me. It's really fascinating the way the guys are talking about this. All right, so of course, because it's a fairy tale, there's only one person who would get down off their horse, interact with this woman with love and respect and dignity and all those things. And he did, and he gave her a kiss. And of course, the illusion fell away immediately. And she was, fairy tale stuff. She was the most beautiful creature he had ever seen. They ended up in a courtship. They eventually married, and that young man became the king. And they ruled, right, as sacred sovereigns together. So, a new path coming forward in love, all right? And your partner is holding the energy of wolf. Interestingly enough, reflective of the story I just told, wolf in the animal medicine deck that I use has to do with being connected to the moon, the cycles of the moon, and is known as the pathfinder, right? The sacred hunter, howling at the moon, working to make their destiny come forward. So interesting interplay of energies between the lodge builder and the pathfinder. And there's some illusion that needs to fall away. There's something that has to happen. And, obviously, like the card said, we're talking about this requirement that you rightly have, that you be given love and sovereignty in this person's life in order for this union to come forward so that you can create your own little kingdom together. That's what's going on, I think. So that's the message, again, if you're new, that's the theme that my guides want to speak with you about, Virgo. So I'm going to pick a couple cards from the Journey of Love Oracle. We'll look into the love aspects, and then we're going to look deeply into you. Let's look deep into this beautiful Queen of Sovereignty. See what the guides have to say. Okay, they just said with you. There's a conversation that you're already having with the mystical realm, I believe. And it's why you're sitting in your life in that way. For those of you, with whom this message resonates, it's not going to be for everybody. It's general. Don't get stuck on gender. Don't get stuck on time. If you see this 3 months from now, then obviously you drew it to yourself for a reason. Okay? So Spirit, can you give us some love energy? What is it that Virgo is working with? Yeah, look. Another indication about waters, across the waters. So there's somebody standing in your sphere. You are feeling that you're looking out into something, some potential. It's across the water. And you're standing on your own shore. And you're just looking forward. And you have the willingness and the desire and the ability to travel across the water to meet your destiny. I like it. Destiny's unfolding, perhaps through some challenges. Trust the challenges because they are trying to help you drop the illusion that stands between you and this person, I think. Or you're waiting for the right person to show up. Virgos, we're choosy, I know. You just don't, you're not a fool for love, Virgo. None of us are. We love passionately when we do love, but we have our requirements and we take our time because on some level, my guys just said, we don't need it. And what that means is you're fine all by yourself for the most part because you're strong and you trust yourself and you're very analytical and you can figure things out. All right, Spirit, let's see what we've got. Okay, seat of the heart. There is something inside this partner that's howling at the moon and trying to bring you forward into their life. There's a seed. There's something, and they're wanting it to grow. They're wanting it to blossom. They're wanting it to come to fruition. And they're trying to figure out how to get you to come across the water to them. I think that's part of what's going on. And so maybe if there are conflicts, because we're talking about the 5 of Wands, if there are conflicts, I think your partner's working really hard to resolve them. And you're just standing in your place. See that? You're just standing at your place. And you're willing to be the lodge builder. You're doing what you can. And basically, all you can do is wait for them to show up in their wisdom and do what needs to be done. And then there's no conflict. That's what resolves the conflict. All right, Spirit, can you give us something for beautiful Virgo? What is going on this week? Look, yeah. You know what, Virgo? That's why you're just sort of standing in your place and letting the illusion that's causing the conflict do its work. Because you've reached this place in your life. That's the 10 of Pentacles. You've come through some massive shift and transformation. You've reached the literal pinnacle of spiritual knowledge. You are able to access all that's encoded within you, you're able to stand with the gods, the goddesses, the angels, the masters, all those things, all those words that people use. That's a sacred bowl of wisdom. You have come into its presence and you are watching destiny unfold. And you're in direct communication with the sacred realm, and you're able to pull out of that bowl any knowledge or any wisdom that you want. So we have two vessels already indicating water energy. And the way you are using love and what you're working on in your own life has to do with divine love. The sacred love of the universe. My guides and I always talk about the unified field. That's a description, right? 10 of Pentacles. When that moment, when in your human life, so this is your energy, under the light of this theme, that's where you're standing. Because she knows, doesn't she? The people looking at her don't know, but she knows, and that's why she's being protective. Because you can't let just anybody into that sacred wisdom that lives inside of you. So you're standing, you're feeling yourself in all your glory, guides are saying, in this week that's coming forward. All right, Spirit. What is it you want? Okay, they want this thing. Yeah, look. Okay. Ace of Swords, a prophecy in this deck. Do you see the transformation? You are working with this wisdom in order to bring forward your own victory in your life. You are willing to literally transform. You're in the process, and what you're doing is you're singing songs and incantations and like I said, spinning spells. You're saying the words of truth onto the sword. That's what has to happen. You have to speak your truth onto the sword. It's the moment before you grasp the sword of victory. Look at that, the Star card. So this is ignited by the wind. It's most powerful in the days of winter. So I think because we see this, and this is your human life, you're working really hard to bring clarity. And you may be coming across as cold to some people, but you're not. Are you? You're so not. And because you are, oh my guys just said the word fraught. Because you're fraught with this, you know that you have to be giving it its due respect when you stand in this place in your life. And so what you're doing is you're using your Virgo-ness, my guides are saying, to be extremely clear and to get and ask for clarity from the sacred realm. And we see transformation in the garments. All right. Beautiful. She's dressed in the green of the earth element. And she controls love that comes out of the stable position in which you stand with the sacred realm and with yourself, and you fully intend to have victory. So what you're doing is you're bringing forward your destiny because you are about to put your hands on the sacred sword of victory, and you intend no less for yourself, my guides are saying. All right. So when we see the Star card in this application, I love the words they use sometimes. You see how you're rooted? You're literally bonded together with the sacred mind of the universe. You have a lot of clarity. You're going to probably be having dreams, mystical vision. Mystical vision. And you see how it's connected to that? You're in the highest place you can be at this moment in your life. You are rooted, firmly rooted, half of you here on the earth as an earth element and half of you in the stars because of your mystical vision, because of the way you're able to connect to the universe. You're looking in both directions. Part of you's looking at the sword of victory, part of you's looking at the mystical realm. You're looking at the bowl. That's where your focus is. Because if you're going to have victory in whatever this conflict is, while you're sitting in your place as the goddess of sovereignty, you want it to come out of the mystical realm. You want to pull forward the energy and the ability to stand firm in your place. Queen of Battle. The Crow Shamaness. Able to shapeshift. Able to travel back and forth to the mystical realm. So I think inside your being, you're going to be feeling very mystical. So we see these, three notions of battle. in this, the way this is unfolding inside your energy. You may be doing battle with yourself a little bit, but I don't think so much. You're just sort of standing in your place. We see all these notions of standing firm in your place and working with the universe. See how that's connected? To put your hands on the sacred sword of clarity and victory, because there's an inspiration that comes to you about this situation. And you've been working really hard. You have traveled across, I think, and connected in all the ways you have in order to get your mystical vision about this. And the guidance that you're getting is just stand right there. It's up to the people you encounter to apply love in your direction. Sacred love, okay? Sacred vision. To cut away anything that does not serve you. Because you have things to do, don't you, Virgo? All right, my guys want this one. Hang on. Ooh, 2 came out. Yeah. See that? King of Pentacles, King of Knowledge. This is a common person who rose to the position of king through a lot of growth and change, transformation. And they have their sacred fire with them in all moments. And it's not just about the fire. There's a pig on the spit. There's always another one when this one is used up. So there's no lack. Do you see how you hold your own cup, Virgo? You're very content. Guys are talking about the 9 of Pentacles. So it's that kind of a story, but you have superseded that 9 of Pentacles position. You have everything you want. And you're deeply connected to all the sacred knowledge that exists within you because you are a warrior in some way. We see the King of Battle here. The foundation of skill is 6 of Wands. It's really beautiful. Victory in the efforts that you're putting in your love life in some way. So we see this warrior, he's come through a rite of passage. Okay, so the male part of you, perhaps, being discussed a lot actually on the table. We see the feminine still way out in the void, right where you belong with your feminine energy in the mystery realm. You've come through this rite of passage. You're a master now. You have all the tools you need, and you look into the void and you work with the fire energy that's available, the energy of creation, in order to bring forward whatever destiny you want to have. You're intending to get clarity about it. And I think in a way, as this week progresses, you are standing in an excruciatingly beautiful place of clarity about yourself and your life and what you want and the way in which you're willing to allow people to go through their own process in order to get to you across the water. And you're just standing in your sovereign place and you're building your lodge. And you're willing to invite someone in, I think, but it has to be done in the right way. And, my guys are talking about devotion and things like that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah. Okay, so you're starting a new journey. Destiny's turning. That is the 2 of Pentacles. So you're bringing all this to balance in your life. And because you have come through your rite of passage and you're standing firmly in possession of your own mystical knowledge, something comes forward and you are being called onto a journey to learn into the knowledge that you hold. You may be, because of the way we see this here, I think because of the energy and the cosmology and all that, you're going to be getting some downloads. There's some mystical information that's coming to you. You may not feel prepared, but it is your destiny. And the wisdom holder standing there with you, they're going to help you. Don't worry about it. A new pathway is opening up for you. And again, you see where you're holding your wand. It's a story about a young guy who was in a sacred lineage of wisdom holders within a tribe. His father died. He was out having his adventures. He had to go home and take up the throne, basically, of the wisdom holder in the tribe. And he was a little scared, nervous, didn't know how to, what do you mean? Right? So when you suddenly have an awakening like this, and your soul circuit sends you on to your next part of your destiny, you're going to feel some feelings of being a little unsure. And those of you that have been following along, you know that's exactly what's happening for me. I'm a Virgo. I'm stepping out. And I'm asking my guides, all right, I understand what I have mastered. I understand there are things that I just know. So it is my time to be the queen of battle, to fly out into the mystical realm with my knowledge and my commitment and my mastery, sit firmly in my place while I begin again and learn something new and travel into my destination. So trust that you're ready, even if you don't feel ready, you are, and you are going to have help and accompaniment. And you're going to be learning into the next, okay, whatever's coming out of what people call the Akashic Records, because you are bonded with the mind of the universe, whatever's coming out of that. You see how this person looks a little bit in awe, partly at what they're seeing, partly at arriving in this place? There's something more that's coming to you. There's more in this bowl than any of us could ever comprehend, I think. So you've reached, on your soul circuit, you've reached a place of manifestation that causes you to take the next step into this mystical knowledge. And the uses of it, my guides are saying, all right, Spirit, what is it you want for beautiful Virgo? Yeah, look, definitely a brand new life, Virgo, a new path opening up. The shaper of growth coming across. It's about coming, in a sense, that's, okay, my guide just called her the grandmother. The grandmother. All right, hang on, they're chattering at me. Basically, it's about coming across this journey that you're on. You've been given all the gifts you need. That's what my guides were just talking about, right? You've got something new that's coming to you, that's come through. All right, so you know what? I'm going to put these aside for a minute. I'm going to choose a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Asking for information about the shamanic journey that you're on with yourself, because you're clearly on a journey with yourself. But there's somebody who's trying to get access to you. And you're being surrounded and protected in this way and in this way. It's really interesting. While you go through your process and you just look across the water, you see how, thank you, Spirit. Do you see how, in a way, she's looking across the water at the person standing in front of her in the light of the new moon. And here we have across the water, right? She knows that she's going to be building a lodge with someone because she's the goddess of sovereignty. Something is coming forward. She knows. You know, Virgo. And you're just patiently waiting. And there may be some combat. The skill of the combat of love, in a sense. Interesting, isn't it? All right, Spirit. What is it that this couple, this guy keeps showing up? Okay, the Time Master. Just see there's the infinity symbol there at the heart chakra. So it's destiny. And coming across the waters means interdimensional travel. The way that time is not linear. The way that you need to master the illusion of time. Okay, hang on. I was going to pick one. My guides are... Okay, they want this. All right. So your mate, this person who's howling at the moon, trying to draw you out, trying to find the way to get you to drop the hesitation, if you will. They're feeling like you're hesitating. It's pushing them into a vision quest in their own life, because they have their own life, they have their own sovereignty, there are seeds in their heart, and they're trying to move past the illusion of time. And they're looking at you and they're trying to figure out, how do I solve this? It's a puzzle to them, I think. So let's get an outcome card for beautiful Virgo. Yeah, see, Virgo, new life, mystical, Queen of Wands, passion, abundance, the ability to create. Okay, but they're still talking about creating with love energy. So whatever it is that may be coming into your life, you are going through, and you are going to be reborn in all these ways. And you see the crows and the ravens flying around her head. So this is about a woman who gave birth to a child. A lot of tomfoolery happened. A lot of malice happened. The baby was taken from her. And eventually Her child was returned to her and her name was restored. Interesting in light of the fact that the goddess of sovereignty and the queen of battle are here. So you're doing battle for yourself, for your soul, I think, and your heart, and you're swaddled. When you come home to yourself, you are swaddled in the blue blanket. Do you see the key? There are the horses, representative of the chariot energy. You have an enormous amount of strength and willingness, and you literally hold the key for this new life because you are the queen of battle and the queen of sovereignty. Okay? I like it. It's really beautiful. So let's take a look at your partner. See what's going on. Who is it? What's there? What are they doing? My guys are saying, what are they doing? Look at that, the Sun card, the protector of sacred lore, has been also through a transformation. Do you see how that's a marked man now? All the tattoos, dressed in purple, the color of, okay, my guys just said the color of sovereignty. It's the color that royalty wore because it was difficult to craft it back in the day, they're saying. So this person is dealing with ancient wisdom, and they're doing the best that they can to protect it and to utilize it, and they're stepping out into the full light of the sun through the process they're going through, massive transformation. They have everything they need now, all the abundance that they need, and things are coming into the full light of day because of the vision quest that they're on. So good for them. Nice to know, isn't it? Yeah. I'm laughing a little bit because of some things that are happening in my life. I love the representation. That is the spinner of growth. In this deck, it represents what it is when you take in all the energies that you need and you use it for your self-growth in order to plant seed, literally create seeds and blow them out into the universe. That which is coming next for your own life. So this person is developing inside themselves, taking in the energy of this quest that they're on, and they intend to plant a new life, a new tree. Okay, my guys are saying words like represented. They're going to represent themselves, things like that. So it's the Wheel of Fortune. So this person standing in the full light of the sun, we see the seeds in their heart. They're going to be able to do whatever it is they need to do because they want their seeds of love to fly straight in your direction. They also are going through a massive shift and change, obviously. It's a death and rebirth process. This is the death card. In this deck, it is known as the liberator of devotion. So there's something that they are working with. They may have to let something go. They're trying to figure out how to apply their devotion. And it is bringing them through a death process. It is a shamanic process. We see the shaman here in the card. I have to cover that up because YouTube will block me. Disgustingly, it's true. So there's a lot of new growth. They're deep in the mystical realm. Their soul is being carried across a portal, right? Death and rebirth. So whoever you are engaging with, my guides are saying, yeah, look, that's how they're coming out. When they pop back out the other side, they're going to be Knight of Cups. And they are going to be holding their energy as well. Do you see their mystical energy coming right out of their hands? There's something that this person has been desiring for a long time. You know, that behind that figure is the sacred passage tomb at Newgrange. So, okay, my guides are saying, they're talking about twos. So the pairing of their passage, the way it happens for them, it does come out of their intention because of something that's been buried in their heart. And we see, indications of the universe there. So they're going through a process. You're both going through your process. It's beautiful. Stand right in your place, Virgo. Stand right in your place. Attend to yourself. Know your true identity. And link yourself up there. And trust that your path is coming forward in the way that it's meant to, because you've mastered yourself. And just keep your focus on the place in which you're connected to the universe. And in a certain way, don't even worry about what's going on over here. It's happening. You see it. We see it, right? But destiny's coming forward. And I think because of all this shift and change, because you, Virgo, are stepping onto a new path in your own life, okay? It may have to do with this person who's also stepping onto a new path. So you're going through a transformation together as individuals. I don't think this is about. Hang on, give me a second. I want to ponder this for a moment. Yeah. Okay. So you both have to come to this kind of a place inside yourselves, and it's turning you inside out, literally. Both of you. That is about building the temple. So we have the lodge builder and the temple builder. Okay? You both have to come to this place in your life. It's a courtship with sacred knowledge. It's a card of celebration. It's a place where this person, you see, this person's hair is turning blue. Let me see if I can get that in the camera. This person is in a massive transformation. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of light. Literally praying, offering gifts to the universe, the sacred realm, in connection. So in the typical tarot, we see that illustration is somebody standing in a temple, and the universe shows up, in a sense, to speak with them, and they shine a light on the plans together. They have a lot of conversations, and the universe is saying, what do you need? Do you need something from us? While this person's intention and prayer and desire to build the sacred lodge, sacred temple, is this person is actively engaging in building the temple that they want to live in. And they want to be connected to the sacred realm. They certainly want to be connected to you, and they're turning themselves inside out because of the seed in their heart that causes them to be the pathfinder in their own life through this vision quest, okay? Beautiful. So Virgo, whatever you're doing, my guides are asking me to circle back and talk with you about the factors of your own life and all the beauty that you're creating because you are the lodge builder, and the way you use water energy. See all the notions of cups. Some of you connected with water signs, some of you connected with an earth sign, some of you connected with an air sign. We see it all here, in a sense, okay? But we know that destiny's turning. So stay on your path. Do not ever collapse yourself into a love bond. And I know you won't do it because you're a Virgo. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. It doesn't mean it doesn't bring conflict and challenge to you. I love the way, okay, my guides keep talking about this. Hang on, one more go around with this card. My guides are talking about, do you see the way this woman sits there and she just looks at the person who's in front of her? She's got her hand on the water and she's just waiting to see what of themselves they bring forward to her. What is it they have to offer you, Virgo? Okay? It's it has to be correct or the illusions don't come down. And while that's happening, while you're standing in your strength that way, your process is going forward. It's changing you. It's bringing you into the height of your abilities as a Virgo. I like it. All right, so Spirit, what is it that could come from the runes for these beautiful people that are both working so hard to bring forward their destiny, and they're looking at each other, and you know what? You see how this Ace of Swords, that's looking at this. You're watching the process, and you're wanting to be fully aware in yourself of the truth of it. And you're asking this person, I think you're asking this person for their truth. I like it. Because you want victory. You want victory with this person. You really do. All right, Spirit. What is it we need to know about this couple? What is it that's going to help them? So I'm using the Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. So this is the rune for separation. And I think we know that it's true because there's a process going on. You have not yet come together because you are not yet finished your individual transformation that needs to happen in order for this to come forward. Okay? So, Spirit, where do you want this? I'm going to put it there because these are separate beings, but they're bonded. Okay, so let's put it right there, and let's give the energy to the universe. Let's put it in the sacred realm where it wants to be, and I'll read to you from the book. Okay. Beautiful Ralph Blum is on the other side now, but he left this beautiful little work. You can get it on Amazon if you want it. The Book of Runes is $15 or something. This thing, I've had this for so many years, you can't even see it anymore. But the new book that's out it's lovely. So go check it out. Okay, so this is Athela. It is about separation. It's about retreat, and it's about sacred inheritance. This is a time of separating pathways. Old skins must be shed, and outmoded relationships must be discarded. When you receive this rune, a peeling away is called for. It's part of the cycle of initiation. It's a rune of radical severance. The appropriate action here is submission, and quite possibly retreat. It's knowing how and when to retreat and possessing the firmness of will to carry it out. And I think that's what this is about in a certain way. Real property is associated with this rune because it is a rune actually of acquisition. It is a rune of benefits. However, the benefits that you receive, the inheritance, the sacred inheritance, may be derived from something that you must give up. This can be particularly demanding when what you are called upon to abandon is some aspect of your own behavior. Okay, my guys are talking. They just said, you know what they're talking about, right? Maybe you need to let your own disguise drop. Maybe on the new moon, you can just drop it for a moment so that this person can see you. You have to use, my guys are saying, just use your own wisdom. But there's a moment that will come when you have to let go of your fear in order to step on your next path. And you have to understand that you are worthy and you are ready and it is your destiny. All right, so there's a lot of chatter going on. I'm going to cut it off for a moment. Okay, so this can be demanding when you're called upon to abandon something, some aspect of your own behavior, maybe a part of your cultural inheritance. For then you must look closely at what until now you have proudly claimed as your birthright. Whether it is your attachment to your position in society, to the work you do, or even your own beliefs about your nature. The separation called for will free you to become more truly who you are. Okay, Virgo, they want me to get another one. So I think that's just you because you're stepping onto some new path in your life. Many of you, maybe internal, maybe external. You're going to let some illusions about love drop, I think. And maybe, maybe it's the illusion that you have about something. Interesting. And you're going to get a rebirth. All right. Spirit, can you give us something for Virgo's partner, please? Tell us about this person. Represented as male energy going through the portal for a rebirth. It's interesting, isn't it? The male half of your lover's nature, I guess. If we want to think very widely. Spirit, please give us some information about this wolf howling at the moon, trying to draw forward the seeds out of their heart and spin them out into the universe for a rebirth. What is it we need to know about that person? Well, that's interesting. That's a room for harvest. So whoever this is, I think they're going to be successful at this quest that they're on. It takes time, though. It doesn't come easily. It doesn't come quickly. It indicates the span of a year. So this may be something that's unfolding. There's a lot of intense energy. Right? The intensity of the energy and the way you're behaving in this situation, your desire is to pull forward real commitment and real love and real bonding. So you're throwing up all these illusions. while you're still walking your own path. This person working on their transformation because they want to harvest what they see, what they know is there. But you see how, well, except for the wolf, right? The wolf and the vision quest, they're looking in that direction. It is what sends them on their vision quest. But while they're on it, they are totally self absorbed, as they should be. Okay? It's not a negative thing. When you go through your own transformation, it happens many times in a lifetime. If you're awake and aware, you do become self absorbed. It's the right thing to do so that you can focus. So, this is the rune Jera. Hope I'm saying it right. Whoops. See that? It's about being in a fertile season and being able to harvest what has been planted, harvesting the seeds of what has been planted. So that's what this person is intent on while you're just staring at them. It's kind of comical. I kind of like it. You're just looking at him going, what? What'd you say? What do you have to offer? Who are you? That kind of a thing. And you're being protected by the Queen of Battle, which personally I love for my own reasons. All right, so this is a rune of beneficial outcomes. It applies to any activity or endeavor to which you are committed. Be aware that no quick results can be expected. A span of time is usually involved, hence the keywords 1 year, symbolizing a full cycle before the reaping or the harvesting or the deliverance. So it may not be literal time, but this person has to go through their cycle. They've got to go on the vision quest to unlock the seeds that are in their heart and plant them here in the real place, the literal place that we experience as reality. Shine the full light of their sun upon it, their male energy. Allow themselves to use the feminine energy to go through a portal and pop out the other side. Like that. It's a nice story. I like it. All right, so you have prepared the ground and planted the seed, and now you have to cultivate with care. To those whose labor has a long season, a long coming to term, this rune offers encouragement of success. Know that the outcome is in the keeping of providence and continue to persevere. And that's it. I think that's all there is to it. Yeah. Short and sweet. My guys are saying short and sweet. Okay? So just understand what's going on. The moon cycles are going forward. Virgo, you're stepping onto your new path. You're building things in your own life. Continue to focus there. Allow time to unfold. And just be patient while you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. And if this is meant to be a union, it'll happen. And if it's not, it won't. And as a Virgo, I know you appreciate that line of thought. All right, gang. So thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. Take a moment, please, and click the like button for me. It feeds the YouTube algorithm beast, and without that, my channel dies. I can't remember if I said it, but all the information about me is below. I'm leaving here, I think, in a couple of weeks to start my new journey. Big new road opening up for me. So if you have an interest in inviting me to where you are, for an individual shamanic healing or for a group retreat, contact me. Website link is below. Just send me an email. The map is beginning to unfold, and there are, I think the retreat in New Mexico is nearly full, coming in the end of October. So if you're in that area and you want to get into that session, my guides are saying, make sure you take action on that. Okay? Thanks, gang. God is willing, I'll be here next week. Enjoy the new moon. Virgo, enjoy your birthday. Hugs and kisses to everybody. I'll see you soon.